Hari Om, Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 6, Verse 24, Dhyana Yoga, Meditation. In the last verse, Bhagwan Krishna said, Hey Arjuna, learn the art of detaching yourself from the sorrows with which you are attached. That is, Dukkha Samyoga Yoga. Detach yourself from Dukkha. That itself is yoga. Practice this yoga steadily with determination. Let the mind be firm in that goal. This is what Bhagavan said in verse 23. Now, Bhagavan says, how to detach ourselves from the sorrows with which we have attached. What is the root cause? How to remove that root cause? I have read in the books, Gautama Buddha says, desire is the root cause of all the problems. This is what Buddha has said. But Bhagwan Krishna says, thought is the root cause for desire. Hence, cut the thought, kill that thought, then desire won't be there. Bhagavan says in verse 24, Sankalpa prabhavan kaman tyaktva sarvana sheshadaham manasaivendriya gramam viniyamya samantataham. Bhagavan says, tyaktva sarvan kaman asheshadaha. You get rid of all the desires totally. That is what Bhagavan says. Is it possible to get rid of all the desires? A man without a desire is definitely a dead person. Only a dead man can live without any desire. How can a man ever live without any desire? It looks impossible. But Bhagavan says, remove all desires. Eradicate all desires. Totally. Suppose if a person says, okay, I want to live without any desire. Let us, after reading Bhagavad Gita, he says, I want to live without any desire. Then, the desire to live without any desire, that is also a desire. Then how to remove all desires? That is the question. Now, Bhagavan did not say all desires. He says, Sankalpa prabhavan. Then, what is the root cause? Bhagavan says, what is the root cause? The root cause is your thought. Thought is the basis for a desire. So Bhagavan says, you cut that thought itself. We know that mind is full of thoughts. The moment we wake up from the bed, hundreds of thoughts, thousands of thoughts cloud our mind. This I have to do, that I have to do, this I have to do, that I have to do, this fellow has not given me, this fellow has cheated me. So many thought comes. So Bhagavan says, first cut the thought to kill the desire. Thought only creates desire. Bhagavan Krishna already said this in chapter 2, verses 62 and 63. Dhyayato vishayan bhumsaham sangateshu bhajayate sangat sanjayate kamaga kamat krodho bijayate krodat bhavati sammogaga sammogat smriti vipramaga smriti bhramshat buddhi nashagam buddhi nashat pranashyati. Bhagavan already said in verses 62 and 63 of chapter 2, Dhyayato vishayan bhumsaham. What is the basis? The basis is your thought. Thought creates desire on the sense objects. Sangateshu bhajayate. Then it creates attachment. The desire arises, desire creates attachment, sangha. Sangateshu bhajayate Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Then, because of that attachment, kama, desire arises. Kamat krodho bijayate. Kamat krodho abhijayate. That means kama leads to krodha. We all know. Kama, there is a desiring person, the person who desires. There is an object which the person is desiring. Whoever or whatever comes or obstructs that desired object in between the person desiring and the object of desire, he becomes the target of anger. The target of anger is directly proportional to the attachment you have. So, Bhagavan says, from kama it leads to krodha. Krodhat bhavati sammogaha. What happens when krodha comes, anger comes? Sammogaha, delusion comes. Sammogat smriti vipramaha. Then loss of memory happens. Whatever you have read, whatever character you have developed, everything you lose. Smriti Brahmshat Bhutti Nashaha. Then naturally, Bhutti Nasha, your intelligent, discriminative intellect is spoiled. Bhutti Nashat Pranashyati. Then the man gets completely destroyed. That is why Bhagavan said, thought. That thought is the beginning for a desire. Thought creates attachment. Attachment leads to desire. Now Bhagavan says, Sankalpa Prabhavan Kaman. So, all thoughts, whatever thoughts are there, which creates desire, you kill the thought itself, nip it in the bud. That is what Bhagavan is saying. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, all desires, any desire, the basis is thoughts. Hence, the root cause of desires are thoughts. I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. Go and examine. You go and examine yourself. What is the basis? How that desire came? It is not that you have to believe something blindly. Hindu scriptures never says, don't be foolish. Examine yourself. Whatever desire you have, examine yourself. You will find the root cause is the thought. He says the root cause has to be removed by analyzing the thought itself. You examine the thought. Then naturally, if you use your discriminative intellect, you can kill the thought. By killing the thought, you can kill the desire also. Swami Chinmayananda says, Sankalpa, the word Sankalpa used here is very, very important. Sankalpa Prabhavan Kaman Tyaktva Sarvana Sheshadaha. Bhagavan says, here each desire should be completely eradicated. Each desire should be completely eradicated. That is what Bhagavan says. Not all desires, each and every desire, which leads to all desires, completely eradicated. Here, according to Swami Chinmayananda, Sankalpa means agitation breeding desires. All desires does not mean all the desires. There could be dharmic desires also. The desires will not create agitation of mind. Those desires, adharmic desires, whatever is adharma, it need not be taught. Whichever act or whichever thing which you are pursuing creates agitation of mind, that is an adharmic desire. It is an agitation breeding desire. A calm mind only can sit in meditation. If you don't have a calm mind, you can never sit in meditation. Impossible. Impossible. Agitated mind cannot sit in meditation. So here Swami Chinmayananda says, agitation breeding desires, agitation breeding thoughts should be totally eradicated. That is what Bhagavan is saying. Swami Chinmayananda is saying. Any desire, this way, if you analyze, is this thought creates an agitation of mind, discriminative intellect. You apply your discriminative intellect. For example, I can give you a small example. Everybody, each householder wants to earn money. There is nothing wrong. Without money, how can anybody live? So desire is to earn money. As long as you earn the money honestly, without any corrupt means, 100% you will not have agitation of mind. Otherwise, even a small doorbell will create agitation in your mind. You will think a CBI officer has come or enforcement director has come to raid your house. It will create automatic agitation. So, whatever is done in accordance with dharma, a dharmic thought, that need not be destroyed. If it is adharmic thought, 100% it has to be killed. That is what Bhagavan is saying. Then, in the next sentence, Bhagavan says, Manasai indriyai gramam viniyamya samantadaha. You have to withdraw your mind completely from the sense organs. First, Bhagavan said, agitation breeding thoughts should be completely eradicated. Now in the second line, Bhagavan says, you must completely withdraw your mind from the sense organs. Disconnect your mind. Like in Chennai, when there is huge water, deluge of water, the electricity board disconnected the electricity so that current will not pass through the water. Similarly, what you should do is, when you sit in the seat of meditation, you must disconnect your mind. Is this possible? Sir, what is this? How can I disconnect my mind? Every day you are doing it. Every day in deep sleep, you are disconnecting your mind. Secondly, a small example we can see. What we do, we give food and ask the children to sit before the TV. Children will eat the food watching the TV. What they ate, how much they ate, what is the taste, what is the food, nothing they know. Why? Because their entire concentration is on the TV. You will be watching a cricket match or some sports or some interesting movie. Your wife will be calling you from the kitchen 10 times. You will not hear. Your wife will say, have you become deaf? I have been calling you for 10 times. Then you will say, oh, no, I was watching the TV. Why? Your mind got disconnected. You heard the sound. You had ears. Your drums are properly working. You heard the sound. But your mind is disconnected. Similarly, when you sit in the seat of meditation, you can disconnect your mind from your sense organs. Completely from the sense organs, so that you will be able to concentrate, deeply get into meditation. This is the point which Bhagavan is making. So, two kinds of adjustments, two kinds of requirements which Bhagavan says, which needs for the meditation. One is, first you must cut the agitation breeding thoughts. Sankalpa prabhavan kama. Agitation breeding thoughts you must avoid. Second is, the mind should be disconnected from the indriyas, all the indriyas, by focusing on the self. That is what Bhagavan is saying. Once you start focusing on the self, concentrating on the self, automatically the indriyas will fall off. This is what Bhagavan is saying in verse 24. Again verse 24. Sankalpa prabhavan kaman tyaktva sarvana sheshadaha manasaivendriya gramam viniyamya samantadaha. Next verse we will see tomorrow. Hari Om Sarvam Krishnarpnamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana